Okay, g'day all out there. How are we all today? So, here I am again out at that beautiful location of Onarahi in Whangarei. So, last night's result from the New Zealand Maoris against the Lions. Firstly, OMG, who saw that coming? That was an unbelievable performance by the Lions, I have to say. They took me by surprise, and I think it's taken a lot of people around the world, definitely here in New Zealand, by surprise, that one. That was an unbelievable performance by the Lions last night. Yeah, final score 32-10 to the Lions, and again, that could have been a lot worse for the New Zealand Maoris. And at half-time it was 15-10 to the Lions. Firstly, I'll touch on a few of the New Zealand Maoris players and what happened there. They started off with an awesome another version of the haka, really good. Thumbs up to that. And then in the game, well, they were completely outplayed. It was honestly men against boys, it seemed, out there. They just didn't have a chance. Players in their team that, if any, that did stand out, I thought Akira Ioane in the forwards was pretty much solid as rock. Again, he was tackling, that's all he was doing. He was pretty good. Mil Muscata got a couple of shots at breaks and runs, and yeah, you could see the quality there of his time away from injury. But apart from that, there wasn't any of those New Zealand Maoris who had a chance last night, and I do mean a chance. So, at the game kicked off at a ferocious pace from the Lions, complete dominance for the first 10-15 minutes, which resulted in 2 penalties to Halfpenny. Now, you know, there's an alarm for the All Blacks. You give penalties away anywhere in the, just outside the 22, inside the 40, he's going to kick it. He's 100% on tour. So kicked all his goals last night. He's 100% on tour, and that's definitely alarming, the penalties that the Maoris were giving away. And now I was sitting down with a whole lot of Kiwis, and I did joke and say, you can see now against the run of play, the Maoris will come back in and it'll be 7-6 in a second. And well, it was a kick through for Mil Muscata, and George North, yeah, he should have got that. He dived on it in the 22, and slippery surface ball. It slid away. Halfpenny fell over as well, and Liam Messon ran through, kicked it, in goal, dived on it, try. Very opportunist try. But again, 7-6 lead to the Maoris. Halfpenny got another penalty. Again, Maoris guilty of giving away penalties that close in the 22. So that was another penalty, and that took it to 9-7. And then Murray Otaji had a little bit of a brain explosion when it was just a scrum awarded. Kept holding on the ball. Brain explosion. Hope he doesn't do things like that in the test. And yeah, they slotted over and took a 10-9 lead. And at that point, very surprisingly, we did not know that would be the last time that the Maoris would score a point. Very surprising. Second half kicked off, and then was it Kurt Barlow gave away a stupid penalty, came through. At that point, the Maoris got a warning, and about 5-10 minutes later, not even that, he was lucky, and I do say he was lucky, to be staying on the park when he drove his shoulder, and I couldn't remember which one of the lines it was, into his head. Could have been Halfpenny, I think it was. But here, I think it was Halfpenny. He was dropping, and that's the only thing that saved Kurt Barlow of not getting a red. So he got a yellow, and then the Lions had some scrums, and then it was like they just pushed forward, penalty again, and you could see it coming, and then they did it again. Another driving scrum. The Maoris just could not keep up, and then straight under the post, penalty try. So penalty try there, and then the Lions had crossed over, and they looked at the TMO, couldn't see a definitive view on the grounding, so didn't give that. And then a little bit later, Mario Toji went over for another try, and again there could have been more points scored there in that half. So the score started blowing out. The Maoris just did not get any ball. It was just a complete domination by the Lions. Play with it all. I mean, territory and possession. Now listen to this. Territory, 76 to 24% territory. That doesn't happen that often. And possession, 68 to 32. And I think that's taken everybody by surprise, that. So yeah, so that was pretty good. If I had to pick a man of the match out of the Lions team last night, pretty hard. There's a few that put their hands up. I think Ben Teo played absolutely amazing at second receiver, second five. He played amazing last night, so yeah, he'd get a tick. Connor Murray, he's just getting better and better. So yeah, Conor Murray played well. Sexton, he definitely getting better. Yeah, I think now could be a race for that start. Depending on how Farrell goes with the injuries, there is a race for that 10 spot. There's a race for that 10 spot, definitely. So yeah, he had a fantastic game last night. So he did pretty much everything right. Ran the ball, kept the ball in 2 hands, and that kept the Maoris guessing, not knowing what he was going to do. And his defence, when he was needed, was great. So yeah, he gets a tick. Yeah, well, who was the other one? Yeah, Vunipola, he up front, he was pretty good. Yeah, so Vunipola, sorry about that, a little breakdown on the devices. Vunipola was immense. I mean, 10 tackles, and that's not bad considering how much tackles the Lions only had to make in this game. Yeah, so he was there. Yeah, so it could have been any of those. I probably would give it to Bentio. He played well. Yeah, I'd probably give the man of the match to him if I had to give it to one of them. Yeah, so Conor Murray, his box kicks are just great. He just knocked up the meters, and just, yeah. When I did look at the stats at one point at the end of the game, I mean, it was just unreal. I think the only thing that the Maoris were leading was tackles. I mean, it was almost double. It was, yeah. If you watch the game, I'm sure you can agree. Comment what you think. Again, my thing now is they played a game that they're going to have to play against the All Blacks. If they play like that, it just shows you that as the Maoris play a free-flowing running game, they had no answer. They had no answer. They were strangled, suffocated, call it what you want. They had no chance. What might come back and bite the All Blacks now is that game against Samoa. Probably not the best lead-up match, 78-0 blowout. It really didn't give them a really stern test to me, to be honest. So will be interesting to see this come up. I think the Lions team now getting close to picked, I think, for the test match on next Saturday. I think Sam Warburton has missed his chance. I think Sean O'Brien has definitely got that Lucy spot. There's a few other positions possibly that could be up for grabs, but it's close. That front row, yeah. Courtney Law's coming back, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully he'll take that other position in the locks, but it all depends on concussion. Yeah, so it's looking like a pretty good team, and we've also got to remember this, that the Saturday team has not been beaten on tour. It's just the midweek team has been beaten. The Saturday team is unbeaten. What does that say? Well, maybe, Gatlin has been showing his hand that the Saturday team is going to be his team for the All Blacks match, and that's how it was going to be. But yeah, so I think last night's performance from the Lions was unbelievable. Got me by surprise as well, and I'm sure, as you say, most of you people out there think that was an unbelievable result from the Lions last night. So yeah, so again, put some comments down. Let's have a talk about this. Put down who you think could be in the lineup. Put down you think what I've cocked up here and said. I need it. I need all the advice I can get going forward on this. So tell me what you think. Keep subscribing. Keep firing this out. Yeah, we're moving up fast here, which is great, and it makes me feel super that it's going right. So smash the like button. Give us a big thumbs up on this one, and yeah, put down what you think. Comment, subscribe, do all that, and yeah. So Chiefs midweek. Again, I think that means nothing now. I don't really care about the Chiefs game now. I'm just ready for Saturday. So it's going to be, again, probably a complete different team. Players that are, who are going to have to shine. Which, yeah, again, they should beat the Chiefs. But I've said that all week. They should have beat the Blues. They should have beaten the Highlanders. But, hey, we shall see. So, yeah, for me now, up here in this beautiful Onarahi location with the beautiful backdrop again of the harbour. Love it. So for me, for now, yep, please comment. Let's have a discussion about this, and thank you all for helping this channel boost along, eh? So, from me, catch you all later. Go Lions! Rawr!